And this is pretty high as well. Knock him out. Yeah, we're probably not gonna do this. But we could actually convert to his race theory, religion, whatever. He does not glance at the option. Come on, man, this is your thing. This your kind of thing? Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it. Shit. Oh, okay. Luckily we didn't get a minus point here. So why are you not with the Hardy Boys? I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading. You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He's usually more himself. There's more to it. What do you got against them? Fine. They have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant and a narcotics peddler. It's shameful. Huh. Who do you mean? Find out for yourself, idiot. Interesting though. The narcotics peddler, we're still looking for this one, right? At least the woman that's shipping them in and out of the city. Who knows if that's the one? This sexually perverted female vagrant though, we have no idea who that could be. What about them tattoos? Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. Welcome to Rebachol. You hear him yell at the redhead woman visiting the frit nearby. That's the lorry man down the street. You must think redheads are immigrants. I'm not like them. I am a craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt. The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudoscientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenic tree. His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also, his earlobes could be smaller. His large jaw could be a trait indicative of criminalism. What does that mean? That means if you have a big jaw, you're a criminal? Or criminals usually have a larger jaw than non-criminals? Interesting. Your earlobes are too big. But if we offend him now, we might actually get a minus point. You're right. That's perfection. My race does not stand a chance. Let's disagree with him there. Oh, all right. So are you sure? I mean, that jaw is clearly an atavistic stigmata. That atavistic stigmata makes pussy say yes plenty. Babe, thanks, but I got this. You have him off guard now. He's preoccupied with the situation with his woman. Seriously? Oh. But 28% is still too low. And this one didn't change. What about the Union? Huh? Aren't they all white? Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that. There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however. Yeah, but you still serve them. How does that factor into your life? Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital, something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic. Ah, shit. We can't say any of that. It's all gonna be wrong. And we're trying to convince him that we were one of them, right? So let's try this. It's a 72% chance. Alright, don't let me down. Thank you. So ask what kind of races are there for. Ask what kind of races are there first. Classification is core to this stuff. Meathead, I am new to this world. Help me understand its races. I need to know what kind of different races there are. Do you? Yo, Kimmy. This is for the thing. You understand? You are obviously a liberal zeolite. A polyculturalist. I can see it from your love of microtechnology and your sartorial choices. Do not deny your friend the truth you have denied yourself. There are 3 categories of race. Type A, the heroic races. Type B, the servile races. And the vile C to F race. Race cauldron of pederasty. Which one do you need education on? Pederasty, huh? Pederasty? I have no idea what that is. So the heroic races, huh? Those are the Seminoles, the Areopagite, and the Occidentals. Exclude the Mon, of course. The Mon are riddled with eczema to the point where they find it impossible to smile. They are all lactose intolerant, a common result of inbreeding. What the fuck you talking about, dude? I'm lactose intolerant. A receding genetic pool has led the Mon on reprehensible street parades in Mon cities like Stadskanal and Vredefort, wearing wooden clogs on their feet and little green tassels on their heads. Got it. So who are Type A then, in your view? The Vespertines and Messenians of Vesper and Messina. The ancient Meteorans of Meteo by the golden Pisantic Sea. The Surens of Sur-la-Clef, is it Clef? And even the North Königsteiners all have Type A race propensities. The other large mondial civilization, the Mesk, are too yellow and oleaginous to count as a heroic race. True, they are violent and expansionist, but they have a glandular problem. Can you imagine the writers that wrote these dialogues? Did they just Google the weirdest words on Earth or in English? Top 100 weirdest words in English, and then they just throw them in, you know, sprinkle them on top of their dialogue. Overproduction of Zebum. Zebum is leaking into their brains, making them listen to El Mariachi music and eat toxic minced meat based food, which in turn only produces more Zebum. And who are the Zemanese and Areopagites in this? As proven by the Mon and the Mask, Occidental Type A is in retrograde. The Zemanese and the Areopagite are on the ascend. Oh my god. And the Zemanese are the indigenous people of this, the Insulindian archipelago. The Zemanese inhabit the southern islands. He gestures toward the south across the ocean. I am Zemanese, from the stock of Ulunbur on Isle the Phantom. Do we really need to go through all of this? Oh my god. The Areopagites are the master race of the Ilmaran deserts. The Zemanese are descendants of the Areopagites. We came here during a heroic migration from Ilmara to Insulind, thousands of years before the lactose-intolerant, Mon-ridden Occidentals discovered this place. What's the difference though, between the Zemanese and the Areopagites? The Areopagites are sleek, long-headed. The Zemanese are powerful, mesomorphic. The former is an immutable progenitor, unchanged since the Super-Isola of Pericarnassus. Ancient brains rest in their slender skulls. So difficult to read if it's all in uppercase, man. I don't know why. Then he continues. The latter is perfected and adapting. Together they form the Semino-Areopagite or Zemiopagite super race. That's all. There are no more Type A races in the world. And that was only Type A. We need to read a bunch of garbage about Type B and C to F as well. Oh my god. Give me a second though. I need my my lumbar support cushion. There we go. There we go. That should be a little better. Right. Type B. What you got for us? Type B are the Unheroic Races. Amorphous non-competitors of the Great Race. The Koshkos and the Vacholiers. They are mud-colored people. The Koshkos of Grad are what you would call white officers. Officer. In a suspect description, okay? Yeah, let's confront him there. So, I've been trained to identify them as white in official descriptions. Yes, to an untrained eye, the Koshko appear white and pinkish, like a ham sandwich. But look into their eyes and you will see, he squints, full of sage wisdom. They are of an indistinct color, and so is their skin, unhealthy, muddy, and ashen. Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking Al Ghul and smoking the degenerate tabac herb, and for eating potato. The Koshko, the countless micro-nationalities of Grad, are all inexplicably obsessed with potad. The only thing they like more is dividing into microscopic ethnostates, like political amoeba. Holy shit. And the Vacheliers you mentioned, Revajolians, halfway between Type A and the racial cauldron. Too mixed to know right from wrong, you tried your degenerate little revolution, which was the single greatest failure committed by humans in our 82,000 year history on this planet. Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off. Does, right? So, go away, stupid political thoughts. Oh man, we want to get out of this conversation though. Jesus Christ. I'm pretty sure history hasn't lasted that long. The mysteries of the people of this planet are a tragedy that has played out countless times over, like a fever dream of skin, hair, and bone. Wake up, naive chess piece. Alright. What is this revolution, huh? The revolution came to Revachol from Grad in Zarath-ridden potato carts. It is literally an illness, a prion disease that leaves the parietal and the frontal lobe ridden with holes, a soft sponge-like mass of dementia, hallucinations, and paranoia. The revolution is fatal familial insomnia, a hereditary prion condition passed from the Kochko to the Occidentals, but not sexually, probably through trade routes and potato acid, the prime component of the potato plant. Enough of Type B mediocrity. Satisfied with the outcome. Jesus Christ. C through F, huh? I hope this goes by quickly. Type C through F are a museum of failed chimeric experiments and tragic maladaptations. They are tortured creatures waiting to be put to sleep. Your morbid interest in them worries me. Yes, better not go into it. It would be cruel. To entertain ourselves with their deformities, were there any able-bodied races you needed education on? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I understand it all. Although I kind of forgot the A's. Who are the A's? The Vespertines, Messinians, and the Meteorans. Got it. Got it. Now we've been through them all. And I said I do understand advanced race theory, but he says you understand nothing. To solve the great race enigma, you have to first ask yourself, what is the race enigma? You have not even worded the mystery, let alone solved it. Okay. How do I word the mystery? You need to internalize what you have heard here today, then return to me. This clarity does not come instantly. Oof. Okay. So we have to come back tomorrow, huh? Holy shit. This is funny though. It's a white check, so we can try to knock him out more than once. So maybe we just try it. Fuck it, let's try. Whoops. Whoops. How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand and he's squeezing it. It hurts. You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic. I am. Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further. Alright. Well, he took that pretty well. Cool. Oh, we completed the thought. That's nice. Guillaume Le Mignon. Bad news. Guillaume Le Mignon did not become a cop. In 1938, he went on a tour to the Xinjiang province in Safra, where he died of autoerotic asphyxiation. His body was found hanging from a decorative dragon tree in his junior suite, amid drug paraphernalia, unwholesome objects, and the Sylvia Trainer single Wonderland skipping in the background. And yes, you can take this as a metaphor for Revachol in the 30s, and also as a warning. And what do we get? We get +1 pain threshold. And all Psi learning caps raised by 1. Psyche, huh? All Psyche raised by 1. That's not bad. I mean, none of these are bad, to be honest. All motorics raised by 1, all psyche raised by 1. We got lots of endurance. Let's read this though. We just gained this thought in our awesome communication here. The advanced race theory. A mass of fantastic races swirls in your head. Desert pygmies playing with their own excrement. Kojkos juggling potatoes. Eczema-ridden Mons grinning and dancing on wooden clogs. Everyone is there, the whole race gang. Plus some that you may have come up with yourself. The thieving subkips and the zeolite cast of fortunates hatching some kind of scheme. In the eye of this race Epiron, a vertigo reaching up to the heavens, you sense something, drawing nearer and nearer. This is crazy. But we might actually need to learn this to get any further here, huh? What do we have to do? Put the advanced race theory idea into a free internalizing slot. Yeah, shit. If there are no free slots, we'll free one up. Then pass some time, and when it's internalized, return to measure head. This is how thinking is done. God damn it. God damn it. Do we remove this? Shit. We can't even remove it. We need a skill point to remove it. No. Fuck. Okay, then we have a problem here. We might just have a problem here. We need to gain a lot of experience to proceed any further here.
If you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere.
Ah, Kimmy. Don't you worry. I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that Hulk. Yeah. Don't worry, you don't have to shoot him. I'm trying to, you know, understand him. I'm trying to understand his race theory. I'm trying to agree with this guy so that he will think we are one of them. No, yeah, well, yeah. I was just trying to assert my dominance over him. How else are we gonna get through? Can't promise. We might attack him again. We actually might attack him again. I don't know. I'm a hero though. Right? We were fighting unsavory ideologies. We're not here on some political quest. We're here to solve a crime. Don't make this situation any more volatile than it already is. I understand that, alright? But we're not getting anywhere unless we talk about this shit. That's right, huh? You should try and punch him again. It's the last thing he'll be expecting. You think so, huh? What's empathy telling us, huh? What is this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate political opinions somewhere in the Martinez. That's me, Mr. Reasonable. Someone's got to keep it sane around here. The air suddenly feels calmer, more transparent in a strangely tender way. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin, but something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the kingdom of conscience. Well, sign me up. What thought did we get here? I knew we could trust you. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Rebachol. When that real democracy kicks in, we are all going to be so much happier. Of course, right? Of course. Hold on. Kingdom of Conscience. Heartache is powerful, but democracy is subtle. Incrementally, you begin to notice a change in the weather. When it snows, the flakes are softer when they stick to your worry-worn forehead. When it rains, the rain is warmer. Democracy is coming to the administrative region. The ideals of DeLorean humanism are reinstating themselves. How can they not? These are the ideals of the Coalition and the Moralist International. Those guys are signal blue, and they're not only good, they are also powerful. What will it be like once their nuanced plans have been realized? What will it be like, huh, once we have gained this thought? I have no idea. No idea.